This is the Renelto Creek the next day after a huge rain upstream at Tucumcari, with branches and logs floating downstream. An old-timer here told me this is the highest he's ever seen this creek. After chasing storms all afternoon and evening the day before, it's nearly noon, and a new storm is forming right over Fort Sumner. I fuel up and take a break at a convenience store in Fort Sumner, trying to figure out which way the winds are going to blow, so to speak, which way things are going to happen. But as it turns out, it starts right overhead. This storm would keep building and head east slowly during the day. I gradually worked my way east, taking pictures along the way. It's this kind of storm chasing that allows me to get the photographs that I want to get. It doesn't take long down the road before things start to really heat up. I make it to Clovis as things are getting severe quickly. By now, lots of storm chasers have converged on Clovis. But I'm stuck in town, driving through traffic, and Clovis is bigger than I was expecting. I find a way to head north and search for a place to pull over, a side road, anything I can find. But things are limited, and ditches are steep with no shoulders. The first thing I see are cows in the field, and I love cows in the foreground, so I scramble trying to get cameras ready to capture it. The area has seen enormous amounts of rain for days, and I knew it wouldn't take much more for serious flooding to occur. I needed to be very careful if I pulled off the road off of any asphalt or concrete. I finally pulled along an open field across the road from a residential area and walked out into a muddy field. We were at a safe distance. Trying to stay dry. I turned around and got back to the highway and headed north again. I'm only 10 miles north of Clovis and now reaching under the storm where I was photographing earlier, and it's obvious that it dumped massive amounts of rain. There is water running in the ditches everywhere, and the fields are full of water. And then I get a little further and I see white in the distance in the field, and I'm trying to determine, is that a flooded field or what is that? As I get closer, I realize it's ice. Apparently, the storm had dumped large amounts of hail in that area close to sunset. With the glow of the sunset on the clouds and the ice melting in the heat, fog was created, creating this eerie scene, but extremely beautiful. I went further, and there was more and more and more water. The following morning, I headed north, having decided to make my way to southeast Colorado. But I came across a beautiful display of clouds, and then in Grady, New Mexico, the streets were flooded. Some of the homes obviously had water in them, and there was water over the road.